All right, let's get right into it. Picture this. You're driving along, maybe on your way to work, and you see a fender bender. Looks like a pretty standard, unfortunate accident, right? But what if it wasn't an accident at all? What if it was a crime, staged on purpose to make a quick buck? Today, we're taking a look inside a really troubling and very expensive crime that's happening on Canadian roads, the staged collision.
So, I just want you to look at this number for a second. 400%. No, that's not a typo. That is the unbelievable increase in a very specific kind of fraud. One that's putting regular drivers at risk and costing every single one of us money. So what are we actually talking about here?
Well, a staged collision is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's a crash that's planned out, on purpose. The goal isn't just to get a dented bumper. No, it's a whole scheme designed to file fake insurance claims for everything you can imagine, from over-the-top repair bills to fake injuries, all to get a huge payout from an insurance company.
Now, that 400% number is obviously shocking all by itself, but it's so important to understand what's behind it. This isn't some slow, gradual trend. It's a massive spike that has everybody, from fraud experts to the general public, really sitting up and paying attention.
And here's what makes that number even crazier: where it came from and how fast it happened. This data is straight from Aviva Canada's own investigations, and we're not talking about something that's been growing over the last 10 years. This is a 400% jump in a single year between 2024 and 2025. That kind of explosion doesn't just happen. It points to a very serious and very organized problem.
So, a crime like this obviously has a pretty big price tag, but the numbers are probably way bigger than you think. And it begs the question, right? Who is actually footing the bill for all these criminal schemes? Let's break it down.
Just look at this. According to the ECIA Association, all kinds of insurance crime, and that includes these staged crashes, are costing Canada somewhere between $3 and $5 billion every single year. That's a massive hole in the system, and you know that money has to come from somewhere. And yep, here's where it comes from. It comes from us, you and me. This isn't some abstract number that a big corporation deals with. A recent poll shows that almost 6 out of 10 Canadians totally get it. They're concerned because they know this fraud is the reason their own insurance premiums keep going up.
But you know, the worry goes deeper than just our bank accounts. A recent survey shows that Canadians are really concerned about this on a few different levels, from feeling like the crooks are getting away with it to being worried about their own personal safety on the road.
So when people were actually asked to name the biggest threats in insurance right now, the answer was loud and clear. Staged collisions came out on top. Number 1. People are more worried about this specific crime than they are about mechanics overcharging for repairs or even dealing with shady, unlicensed brokers. It's clearly on everyone's mind.
And this chart really unpacks those worries. So we already saw the 59% who are concerned about costs. But look at this. Right behind that, you've got 43% of people who think the punishments for this crime are just way too soft. And almost the same number, 42%, are genuinely afraid of becoming an innocent victim caught up in one of these scams.
Okay, so the crime is skyrocketing, the public is seriously concerned. What is actually being done about it? Well, there's a new game plan, and it's kicking off in Ontario.
This, right here, is a total game changer. For the first time ever in Canada, it's not going to be optional for insurance companies to flag potential fraud. They will now be legally required to report every single suspicious case that comes across their desk. And this isn't some vague idea for the future, it is happening right now. You can see the timeline here. In 2025, Ontario's financial regulator FSRA put the plan in motion. And by 2026, the system goes live, and that mandatory reporting rule applies to every single insurer in the province. So how does it all work? Well, the beauty is in its simplicity. It's a powerful 3-step system. Step 1, insurers have to report anything that looks fishy. Step 2, all of that information gets fed into one central database. And step 3, and this is the big one, for the first time, authorities will have a complete, data-driven picture of what's going on, so they can finally spot the patterns and go after the criminal rings. Now, while this is all starting in Ontario, which is Canada's biggest province, the ambition here is much, much bigger. The real goal is to create a blueprint that could be used to fight fraud right across the entire country.
And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. This quote from Glenn Pedassery over at FSRA lays it all out. The explicit hope is that this becomes a national thing, that other provinces will see how well it works and adopt the same powerful tool to protect all of us.
So, this all leaves us with one big question, doesn't it?
We have a problem that shot up by 400% in a single year, costing us billions and making people afraid to drive. And now we have a new, data-driven weapon to fight back. So, with mandatory reporting just around the corner, is this the moment things finally change? Will Canada finally get the upper hand on organized insurance fraud? We're about to find out.